Hello and welcome to the video about how to register your team for contest. Super easy. You're going to go to the IHSSA website, which is ihssa.org. And then if you go to the contest tab, you will see registration. So we're going to register for large group this time. So I'm just going to hit registration. It's going to say, here you go, register here. And then you're going to use your username and password. If you do not know your username and password, please contact the state office and they would be glad to help you. Once you're there, you're going to see that you have a choice to register for several things. We're going to do the large group entry form. So I just click on that and then you're going to read through this information. Sometimes it's going to ask you if you have to provide a judge, just depends on which district you're in. And then you just hit continue to application. Now, this is for my 9th grade team, so I'm going to say go ahead and pick the site where you are going to go to your districts. So this is for districts. So we are actually going to Monticello. And then you're going to pick what you have that you're registering for. So I have a Reader's Theater and I have 2 radio broadcasts. And I'm going to go ahead and say click to compute and do purchase order. And I don't know my purchase order right now, so I just do to be determined and then click continue to entry form. It will tell you how much you do owe to the state office, so take note of that so that you can make your purchase orders on that. So I am going to owe that much money. And then you are going to go down here and ignore this. You're going to go down here and continue because it put the total in for you. And then it's going to ask you for your school phone. And then you add in your extension if you want to. Your coach's email is going to go in here. And then your coach's name. Here's where I put in all of my coaches. So I just have 2 of us that are coaching this year. Make sure you spell them right because this actually goes into the Allstate stuff. So make sure you do that. Then you're going to put in your home phone number and then your emergency phone number, which is usually your cell phone. Okay. Your superintendent or your principal's name goes here. And then their email goes right down here. All right, once you have that in, misspelling. Once you have that in, it's going to ask you to fill in titles, authors, the length, which is the length of what you think your thing is going to be, and then the number of contestants. So I'm going to fill this in, and then I'm going to pause this, fill it in, and then I'll come back and show you what happens afterward. Okay. We are back. So I've filled in all the stuff that I need. It's very important that you put in like the number of contestants that you have because that's going to show up on the next page of this. So I'm going to go ahead and hit continue to entry form. Now, this is where you are going to actually put in your students' names. So you're going to put in your student name and then you're also going to say if they are entered in another event. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill this out and I'll show you what it looks like when I get back. All right, so I have this all filled in. Now it's very important to remember that if I have kids in 2 events that I have their names spelled exactly the same so that the computer can know that it is the same student. Now, if you have somebody who is not double entered, so this student right here, you just leave it as select an event and that's all you have to do. Once you have this done and you double check it and make sure that everything is correct, then you just go ahead and hit submit entry form. Once you hit submit entry form, you are going to get this lovely little piece of paper right here. I always make 3 copies. So I give 1 to my business office that's going in with my PO. I keep 1 and then I would send 1 or email it off to my district person just to make sure it gives them something else to check to make sure that everything got scheduled into the schedule. And that is how you schedule.